Is it going? Ah, it's going. Okay, so yeah, you know me. I'm Abby. Lots of videos already on the website. Yep. Okay. So this is my roommate, Juliana. Say
Hello.
hello again.
Hello.
She volunteered to look over my website and come up with some questions so that I could answer them, and this will just be an educational experience. So, Juliana, you looked over my website. First of all, what'd you
I
think?
did. Well, looking over your website, I was very impressed. Very impressed. Um, it's very well organized, I have to say, so good job on
Oh,
that.
thanks.
But I just had 3 questions.
Perfect.
Just 3. And the first one was, what does it mean to be adopted into Cambodia? Because you had the video and your reaction, but I just wanted to know what it means to be adopted into that country.
Good question. All right. So basically, for the class, what the class was based around was we were each assigned. Everyone in the class was assigned a different country, and we were given a slip at the beginning of the class. We couldn't look at it until like they had our reaction on the camera, and it told us what country we were going to be adopted into, and by that it just meant like what country we would base our website and all of our research on throughout the semester. And so I got Cambodia, and so I had to make my website obviously about Cambodia. And then throughout the semester, when we were studying about the different Millennium Development Goals, I had to do all my research about Cambodia and see how they were progressing in each of them, and like look at their poverty rates and education and like all the different aspects of what we were learning about in the class. So that's what it meant to be adopted. Unfortunately, I'm still a Caucasian in America. I'm just kidding, that's not a bad thing. Anyway.
Little bubbles. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, anyways, that was my answer to that question.
Well, thank you for the answer. Now I understand what it means to be adopted into Cambodia. So, my second question is, what is the gender equality like? Like, yeah,
Okay, so
what is equality there?
if you go to my gender equality tab.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
so we had a couple lectures on like the difference between sex and gender. And first of all, like the main differences I think are sex is like a biological thing. It's like whether you are like biologically a male or a female, and the different things that are entailed in that. Um, that's kind of self-explanatory. But gender is more of the like cultural expectations that come from being male or female. So like the masculinity and femininity and the different qualities that come with that. So like males are expected to be the breadwinners, the strong, tough men that do all the hard work and everything, and females are supposed to be cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids and everything. And so that's like the difference between sex and gender.
Sorry, I'm asking more questions.
So that's right.
So, is it frowned upon for women to have like high up their jobs since guys are supposed to be breadwinners?
Yeah, so like the gender equality there, it's like females are like very discriminated against. Like there's not much equality at all. Like they don't get an education. I mean, like they're working on it now that women can have an education and everything, but like they don't have good job opportunities and everything as females. Like they don't get to be involved in politics much, and they're basically just left at home to cook and clean for the men and take care of the family. Which if that's what they want to do, then that's fine. But like they aren't even given opportunities to progress any further at this point. There's not much equality in Cambodia when it comes to the gender aspect of it all. But yeah, there's a couple on this page. It shows my concept map for the differences between sex and gender. And then we had a group discussion about the aspects of gender inequality that's going on around the whole world, and just talking about a little bit of the the other differences and how women are being treated poorly and unequally. Is that even a word? I don't know. Unequally, but yeah. So that's the gender equality situation there.
Oh, well, that was very interesting. Thank you. Okay, and then my third question is, what are the job opportunities like over there? Like, is employment easy to find, or um, is there a lot of poverty because people can't find jobs, kind of thing?
Um, so there's a couple of different, I guess, things to talk about when it comes to that. One of the I actually wrote about that on my um, for my poverty issue for the poverty and education tab. Um, One of the things that's causing the poverty right now in Cambodia is the inadequate job opportunities that are there. The main reason that there isn't very many job opportunities is like because of the lack of education that's there in Cambodia. Not only for, like I talked about earlier, how women don't get an education and everything, they aren't given the opportunity to go to school and learn how to do different trades so they can contribute back to society and their economy and everything. So not only is it bad for the women, but like there's not much education for the men as well. Like basically they grow up doing what their fathers have always done, whether it be like farming, agriculture stuff, or I don't know, whether it be like mechanics, I don't know, whatever, basically whatever their family line has done, and they don't learn anything other than that. And so they can't open their own new businesses, like create job opportunities for anyone else, and so they're kind of stuck in a rut. It's kind of a vicious cycle. They don't they can't get an education, so they can't get good jobs or provide new job opportunities, so they can't make money, so they can't send their children to school to get an education, and it just is kind of, they're stuck in this vicious cycle that is keeping them in poverty. And yeah, so like not many job opportunities other than the few that they've always been involved in, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Makes sense. And I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna ask another question because
No, it's
I'm
fine.
curious. What is like the one thing that you learned? Maybe not one thing, but like what have you learned most about Cambodia that has like most interested you into like their culture?
Okay, well, I think probably the one thing that stuck out most to me is when it's kind of sad when we were in class when we were talking about sex trafficking and everything. We watched a video that was about all of that stuff that was going on throughout the world, but they specifically pinpointed Cambodia, saying that they had the highest sex trafficking rates for children there, and it's really sad. Like I did a little bit more research on it so I could talk about it more on my website and everything, but like there's not much law enforcement that helps that subject, I guess. Like they don't.
So they don't really concentrate on preventing it,
They're
or not
starting
preventing it, but you know.
yeah, that kind of thing. Like they're I feel like they're doing all that they can do at this point, but there's not much that they can do. Besides getting awareness out there and helping get everyone else on board, like there's only so much that one person can do, and like one person can start a whole lot that can change the situation and everything, but like the rates are incredibly awful when it comes to that, and that's just part of the culture. I think like the men feel entitled to the women, like they own them, they're just objects, and they use the girls for what they want, and then
So it kind of goes back to like equality. Like women don't really have that much.
And they don't even
respect
have.
towards them, kind of.
Yeah, they.
So.
Yeah, men don't. It's sad to say, but like men don't really respect the women at all. But yeah.
Well,
Anyways,
that was
thank you for
interesting.
those questions.
Thank you for the answers and for the lovely website information.
I just have to explain the Millennium Development Goals real quick. Basically, most of our class was based on going over the Millennium Development Goals that were put in place to help the world. Well, to help the world become a better place, basically. And the 8 Millennium Development Goals were, the first one was to eradicate extreme hunger and poverty, achieve universal primary education, promote gender equality and empower women, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, combat HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases, ensure environmental sustainability, and global partnerships for development. And so basically, like, these outline the major problems that mostly third world countries, impoverished countries, and everything that are facing right now. And Cambodia is actually doing really well when it comes to meeting those goals. The goals are supposed to be met by 2015, and now that's only a year away. And from all the research that I've done on these goals, they have made significant progress towards meeting them. And if they aren't, like, for the ones that they aren't going to meet, it's going to be really close, and they're still on like an upward progression, I guess. I don't know, couldn't think of another word for it, but yeah, they're doing really well. And now they just need to think about the next step, because no matter how good they're doing in 2015, like, everyone can always be doing better, so basically that is Cambodia for you.
That was very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you for being my guest on the Abby show today. I'm just kidding. Okay, well, anyways, thank you. Peace out.